Na 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 na, hey. Na 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 na, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Hey, hey, hey. Na 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 na, hey. Na 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 na, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Yeah, man, James Harden's gone. That's why we sang that video. But welcome, guys, back to Win Over Your Head podcast. This is your two hosts. I'm LESKUZZY, and that's my best friend Nick215, aka my co-host. And today we got a lot of news. We're gonna get to the other news later. The reason why we recorded a day late, but because we have tried to record two times, and maybe God doesn't want us to tell that story yet, so we're gonna push it a little bit later.
I know that's not our canon event.
Yeah. So now let's where you want to start? You want to start with sports, battle rap, anything?
I'm drawing the blank as to what happened.
All right.
so
I want to start. Okay, we normally be a battle rap podcast, but we recently transitioned to everything else. So I want to say, to be honest, nothing much happened in battle rap unless announcements. We'll talk about that later in the episode about
Rome happened. Rome happened.
Rome
we didn't
happened.
see it, but Rome happened.
Yeah. So Rome happened. Halloween Havoc happened. DNA and Shadow Clips happened.
Mm-hmm.
There's another event. I forgot there was another event that happened. Something Pen. That's a freaking bullpen event happened. So there's a lot of events that happened, but I will talk that later. But I want to start off with sports, and I want to we're gonna get into the trades and everything that happened later. But I want to start off Saturday. Saturday night, I decided to watch. I watched the Rugby World Cup with my mom, so I can. It was a good match. Very disappointing that my New Zealand lost because I'm a New Zealand fan, but they played with 14 men. So what did you expect? They were undermanned most of the time, but that's something that I watched. But the reason why I wanted to bring that day up is later that day I watched Colorado versus UCLA. As y'all know, I like what Coach Prime is doing in Colorado, even though they were under.
Though, right?
Yes, but that's not. I'm not talking about how the law. Well, I need to talk about how they lost because, godly, the offensive line. Can y'all stop somebody? Don't y'all have pride? Like, bro, I feel sorry for Shador. If I'm Shador, I'm telling Dad I'm going to the NFL. I'm telling my dad, I understand you want me to come back, but I'm going to the NFL. Because shit, if I'm staying in that pocket and there's no pocket to stand in and you want me to still throw this ball, you better have better offensive line coming. Because the one that you got this year, they are soft as tissue paper, bro.
He might this year. It might be good. Do he got 1 year left or no?
He has like 1 year left, 1 or 2 years left.
Okay, that's good because.
Oh no,
if he
this
was
is
going this year, it might be bad for him. He might get skipped. And plus,
not really.
Of all that, he's black.
Actually, the funny part is this year he's actually not getting skipped because even though he's having a terrible offensive line, the reports that's coming from like scouts and people who know about draft, they're saying he's actually rising up the draft boards than dropping. Because they said the reason why he's rising is his composure, even in a pocket where there's no pocket at all. It's like especially that I'm letting you know. Because I hear there's a narrative, he holds the ball too long. Bro, that man he can't hold the ball too long. Bro, 1 second. He had only 1 second. How's he gonna make a read in 1 second?
He didn't even hold the ball.
He didn't hold the ball, bro. And man, when he gets back into his drop, the pass rush is already in his face. He's not even yet. The few times he got rid of the ball, literally, it was a screenplay. Oh, he was getting rid of the ball so quick because there was no point. Bro, if he had an offensive line that had pride, the offensive line that pride themselves on being offensive line, bro, he would have. Bro, that game was winnable because there were some few passes that he didn't even miss. He could not had time to look down deep the field because I feel like like then
They not
that's
blocking for him. It's like Eli Manning with the Giants.
like literally hey, at least Eli had the time to throw a deep ball to Odell. Bro, he doesn't even have time to throw the ball to Odell to his receivers. Bro, you telling me literally he merely gets the ball like 2 seconds later the pass rush is already getting to him. Bro, and this man was bro. I can say how bad that pass rush, that offensive line is. That's one narrative. Now let's talk about the big story that I want to bring up. I want to share the video so that you can see it.
Okay.
Hold on. So here's the video I want to show you how to understand it. So this is another Deion Sanders' other son, Shiloh, and here's the video. So that's those two hits. So the first hit he caused forced fumble, right? The second hit that you saw him when he was flexing and like tapping his shoulder, that's when he was flagged and they caught him targeting and he got kicked out of the game for targeting.
So what exactly is targeting?
So college football has a rule. Targeting is when you lead with your head or anything touches and your helmet touches it's like a helmet to helmet hit, right? Or helmet to chin hit, helmet, but it's technically hitting the head. That they call it targeting.
Okay.
But one thing I wanted to bring up that was not targeting.
Yeah, I think that was targeting.
Because one, he went with his shoulder. That's number one. Number two, he hit him in the pad. Like, I understand we don't know. I feel like the NCAA doesn't know what targeting. They created this rule, this whatever penalty is targeting. They don't know what targeting is. They don't even know.
Sit the rest of the game off for that?
Bro, he got ejected out of the game because they called it a targeting. He got like the NCAA doesn't know what targeting is. Because number one, they say, lead with the crown. Bro, how is he leading with the crown? He's going with the shoulder. That he led with his shoulder and hit him right in the back. He didn't hit his chin. He was and the worst part, you know what's crazy? He's getting like props from NFL guy Richard Sherman post was one festival. He's like, yo, I feel like he is living up to like his dad kind of ranked his sons like who's like out of prime time, who's what. And he says Shadow is Deion the player, right? Cool, calm, he's all about business. He's like Deion the player. His oldest Deion Jr. is Deion Sanders, like business wise, business is business minded, everything. And Shiloh, he's like Shiloh is prime time. He's like he has the prime. He embodied prime time. He's prime time, and you can see because he literally plays like he's like a prime. Like how we used to say Deion was flashy prime time. He has that type of swagger with him. Like he calls himself headache game. Like he's a headache, and he literally kind of plays like he's a headache, and playing safety as well. He used to be a corner like his dad. Then when he went to South Carolina, he switched to safety because they needed a safety. and he liked say that more. He what happened? He liked
I had to check your address real quick.
yeah. So he liked playing safety more than playing corner because his dad asked him, "Do you want like when he went to Jackson?" So he's like, "I want you to play corner." He's like, "Nah, I want to play safety." So he and I feel like he's a better safety than a corner because he's like the one thing people don't give Shallow credit enough because he doesn't have like the L on his jersey like Shadow has like leader.
Mm-hmm.
He's that leader of that whole defensive backs. He's their leader because you see him on the field and he's not like pointing like other leaders they'll point out. He like Leo tells the other safety, move back. I got this side. You just go cover that side of the field, help that other corner. Me and like if you notice that one thing I noticed what Charlotte does is if you notice that Travis is lined up on his side, he will never help Travis, but he will be in the area. Let's say Travis get beat, he will come and try and get the tackle. But if he's like that's one thing. So he got ejected, and I feel like that was not tagging because and he got passed from Gronk. Gronk is a big tight end, and that he was on a tight end. And Gronk was hey, I feel like he's gonna be in the NFL because he knows where to hit. He's like as me as a tight end, I'd rather him hit me like that hit. That's where I'd rather get the hit from than anywhere lower because that's creating more injuries than what they're supposed to be protecting.
They used to kill Gronk with them leg hits.
And that's what he was trying to say. He's like, if y'all tell the DBs go lower, that means they're about to attack the legs, and that leads into more injuries, right? So he's like, the hit that y'all saw from Charlotte, that's where I prefer to get hit because that's where there's the padding. That's where the shoulder pads are. So he's hitting shoulder pad to shoulder pad. And Charlotte kind of talked about it yesterday. He had the media yesterday, and they asked him about if he's gonna miss. So I didn't know this. Oh, I did know it, but I never actually followed followed the college rules like that. So if you get penalized for targeting, let's say in the second half, you have to miss the first half of the next game. So let's say the second half you get a penalty and you get ejected from the game in the third quarter, you gotta miss the entire first half of the next game. But he got ejected in the first half, so he missed already a half. So he already paid his penalty for of like missing a half. So he's playing. I don't know who they play this week, but he's playing this weekend. And I feel like that's. I think he said it like when he got ejected, they were literally down by a point, and after that, she went haywire because the defense could not stop anybody at that point. And I feel like that's what Chip Kelly even kind of said. He's like Chip Kelly was like, yeah, when we the safety went out, we kind of started playing a little bit better because he was literally dialing them down, bro. Him and Travis had 2 picks. He could have had 3, but he had 2 picks. They're like 2 fumbles. No, they had 2 fumbles. Yeah, he had 2. They had 2 fumbles. UCLA, and the offensive line could not stop and a call, so they could not cash in like touchdowns from those fumbles because Shadow was getting rushed right after that. So, and yeah, now that's one thing. Now let's talk about y'all ready? Because we gotta talk about the 49ers.
You talking about James? Oh, I thought we was gonna go to James.
Nah, we're gonna let him stay in the pot cooking because we gotta talk about the 49ers, man. I don't know what to be honest.
That was right. That team got their first win. It was the Panthers, right?
Yeah, they got their first win. They beat the Texans.
That nigga was right.
Bro, you won
Nigga
by
was
like
trash.
that. Bro, you got that first win by that kicker helped them to win, get that first win, bro.
It's Woozy, man.
We ain't gonna, we ain't gonna, yeah, they got their first win, yes. They finally got their first win, but they still have the worst record in the NFL. Uh,
That's cool.
Now let's talk about the 49ers. The 49ers has now lost 3 straight games. And I don't know what the 49ers are thinking, but they just acquired Chase Young from the Commanders. I know what they're thinking because they know that they have to go through play against Philadelphia, or the Philadelphia especially, uh, than the Cowboys. So I think that's why they got Chase Young, because they need, he's another pass rusher, and him and Nick Bosa opposite sides trying to expose, but I don't think that helps really. It does.
It might.
It,
Multiple pass rushers, they could do something like when they
yeah,
had
it might.
DeMarcus Ware
No,
at the ball.
yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. It's actually, it helps for them, but I'm not saying it's gonna help them. Well, yes, defensive wise, they've been playing bad in these last 3 games, right? But I want to say it's not gonna help their offensive problems. I want to say this. There's something I want to come up here and tell y'all right now. I think the 49ers made a mistake.
When
They
got
made a
Chase Young.
huge mistake.
With
Why? With Brock Purdy,
Mm.
and they're gonna pay about that.
Wasn't he a low draft?
He was like the last pick of the draft, like 7th round, last pick of the draft.
They didn't. What? He got him to the playoffs.
Technically, he did. He was not the main guy though.
So them
It was.
how many
It
weeks
started
was he
with.
playing before that?
He didn't play that much until like the last month of the season when they already were a good team.
He got you somewhere.
He only
What
got
we
you
gonna
one.
say? Nick Folk ain't nice.
No, we ain't saying Nick Foles is not nice.
Come on.
I'm not saying
Nick
this the
Folk
difference.
came in that last
But
5
there's
games or so. We
but
looked
guess
terrible. We was about to lose.
But guess
Then
what?
Philly special.
But guess what though? Nick Foles was a high draft pick. He was supposed to be a good player.
All I'm saying is,
But I'm saying for Brock Purdy, there's a reason why I'm saying they made a mistake, right? Because they already had a high draft pick as Trey Lance, right? Yes, he didn't play that much in college, but he was a great. His tape that he had put out was great to be drafted number 3 overall, right? That's who last year he was the starter. He got hurt the second game. Then Jimmy G played most of the season. That's how they won. Then Jimmy G got hurt. Then Brock Purdy ended the year, got hurt against the Eagles. You know, we ain't gonna say like we gonna keep it up here, right? This is why I'm saying they made a mistake, because these last 3 games, the 3 games that they have lost, Brock Purdy's weaknesses are showing. He can't throw the ball in tight windows. Like if let's say if I play a zone coverage, right? He can throw the ball. He can throw the ball, but he can't zip it to the receiver when it's not like, if it's very tight, because he got intercepted like a couple times last week where he needed to get that ball to the receiver when the team was down. And he's like those type of players who play with the lead. He's great, but when it's time to get that win, I don't think he's that good.
I don't think they messed up. I mean,
I'm not.
Points,
Yeah, I'm saying they messed up in the way of they traded away Trey Lance.
They should have kept him.
They should have kept Trey Lance.
I mean,
and developed Trey Lance. That's the problem.
Is he cooking right now? Is he?
Well, Trey Lance is sitting on the Dallas bench.
He's still sitting, so you don't know.
But I'm saying, but this is what I'm saying, because one thing I'm seeing with Brock Purdy is he's not a mover. He's not a running quarterback. So right now they're missing their left tackle, and it's showing when. That's what I'm saying. If they had Trey Lance, at least he can move, escape, give you extra stuff where with your offense, open your offense be creative with your offense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have Debo, you don't have Trey Williams right now, and the 3 games that you lost has been because of that, right? And Brock Purdy is, I'll be honest, he's a system quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. He's not like somebody that we would like, oh, he's an MVP. No, he's a system quarterback. He plays under a great system. Him, Jimmy G are system quarterbacks. And we're gonna be honest. Their
Ain't nothing
system,
wrong with that as long as you gotta make the system better.
they're not making the system better. They're just playing in the system. Bro, when you get to the
certain teams are just ass all the time. Niners is one of those teams.
like
Nobody wants to bring it up, but they're ass.
like let's be honest. Because I'm saying this because when you go against like the teams like the Eagles, the Chiefs, the system can get you to a certain point. Then you gotta go outside the system and try and get that win.
Well, you gotta do that shit for 2 halves. So, and some people catch on.
Yeah.
I don't think they went bad though. I mean, you got
saying
something out of nothing, like because he's the last pick of the draft. It's something out of nothing.
He's something out of nothing.
You don't know what Trey Lance is going to do. You have
but I'm saying if I understand we don't know what Trey Lance can do, right?
Now, if he pops off for the Cowboys because they keep throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah,
but if he pop off for the Cowboys, hey, then you can they can kick their back in. But as right now, Purdy,
I'm saying
system, bro.
I'm not saying they did a mistake, but they didn't even give Trey Lance a chance.
They started off this year. What are they 5-2?
They started off 5-2, but Trey Lance was not the starter though. Last year he started 1 game, got injured, and that.
So what's beef? They 5-2. What's beef?
No, not 5-2. They're 5-3. They've lost 3. They lost 3 games straight.
That ain't bad.
That's bad.
3 games straight is something to look at because you don't want to keep losing. But
because now they were on top of their division and they're now down in their division because the Seahawks are now on top of their division. And
all those teams is ass in that division.
Not really.
Who else? What, the Vikings and then who else?
No, it's the Vikings are going to be ass because they lost Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins out the year with the Achilles injury.
Oh shit.
He tore his Achilles. It's the 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, and the Cardinals. And that's in that division. And the Seahawks and the 49ers are right now battling for that top seed. But that's why I was saying Brock Purdy is a system quarterback. He is not. I was saying you got to, at every team that we talk about as, for example, Jalen Hurts. Last year everyone called him a system quarterback. He's not a system quarterback.
Farthest from a system quarterback. What are you talking about?
It was Michael Parsons who said, "Oh, it's the system that's making him better." No, it's not. It was Jalen Hurts. We saw that in the play. We saw that in the NFL, in the Super Bowl, that when the system didn't get him that far, he just went out there. He lost, but he played the best football out of the 2 quarterbacks, and that's the difference.
And it's not the system for him. It's not. Yeah. You can tell. He does too much running and free flow shit for it to be the system.
Yeah.
The one thing that is the system is their run game.
Yeah.
Whatever running back that they're putting there, it works.
Wait. Hold on. This is one thing I want to talk about. Eagles, y'all know y'all my team. I love y'all. But Gainwell, I feel like Gainwell should not be in the lineup at all. He's a great running back, a gadget guy. Put him here in here and there. He should not get like running plays because this is the problem with Gainwell. He's trying to do what, you know how we got DeAndre Swift, right?
Mm-hmm.
And DeAndre Swift's thing is he's patient. When he gets the ball, he's patient. He finds the hole, then he he gets in the A gap, B gap, C gap, and he gets it hard, and he's trying to make people miss, and sometimes he might run you over, right? Game one is not that type of running back. He doesn't have the elusiveness to do that. Number one, and when he tries that, he gives us negative yards. It's been 5 weeks or 6 weeks straight that I have said, I don't know what happens after the first half, right? Or it's like they do this to the Eagles. Like after the first half is more, they give us more DeAndre Swift. Then the second half is more Gainwell, and Gainwell is making it worse for the running game.
Maybe because they're trying to run both of them, and then
I don't think they should not do that. I'll be honest. Gainwell is a pass catcher type of running back. And he's
that might give away their stuff, so that's why some
not really
audible and shit like
but
that.
I'm not saying he's not even the best pass catcher, a running back on the team. The both can pass catch. Him and Swift can pass catch, but I'm saying his style is he is a pass catcher, right? He's not a great running back. Like this is me. I understand during the like when we went to the playoffs, he was running the ball more effectively like Miles Sanders than Miles Sanders, but he's not a great running back. We have seen a great sample size this year that he's not a great running back, and I feel like we gotta stop this, right, and just stop Gainwell from running, and just keep the ball in DeAndre Swift, because we taking the ball away from DeAndre Swift. He's getting cold, then when he has to heat up again. And, it's hard for running backs to heat up after being out for like a extended period of time, like a whole series. It's getting hard for him to heat up. Then when he heats up, it's almost near the end of the game. And, there's no point. And sometimes yesterday or on Sunday, we needed to come back. We needed to pass the ball to come back because we're down 14-3. And we needed to pass the ball more. And we didn't run the ball. So now we having, because of Gainwell lack of focus, fumbling the ball in the 5-yard where we could have got a touchdown. Right? And I'm just saying, it's something like that. Like Gainwell he's trying to do too much where he's not, he's trying to, he sees what, I'm saying. He's looking and like, oh, I'm losing the support from like the coaches because of he's seeing what DeAndre Swift is doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And DeAndre Swift is getting like the support. He became running back one, the lead running back. So he's trying to get that spot back because he was the running back number one week 1, and he got injured. He had like an injury. Then he missed week 2. That's when DeAndre Swift went crazy against the Vikings, right? And since then, DeAndre Swift became the number 1 running back, but they've been trying to implement Gainwell Swift, and I feel like they should just say DeAndre Swift, right, as the running back number 1, and Gainwell. When DeAndre Swift gets tired, they put Gainwell in. But never, just don't like give Gainwell that type of room of him just running him like a long period of time, because he's gonna give you negative yards than positive, and he has been a huge sample size of him doing that. Now let's talk about the Raiders real quick. The Raiders fired their coach. Number one, what's with these teams firing their coach in the middle of the night? Like, everything is happening in the middle of the night. Even the trade that we're about to talk about.
They're not Gruden grinders, bro.
Bro, they fired their... I'm not saying they're Gruden out, bro. They fired their coach. I'm talking like NFL, NBA. What's with this middle of the night type of decisions? People are sleeping.
Get them niggas about it. Yo, pack your bags. For
in the middle of the night.
3 o'clock. They told him at 3 o'clock, if he lose the game, pack your bags.
Bro,
he ain't want to tell nobody he was humiliated. So they got to make the announcement at 12 to make sure niggas know. Like, stop playing around here. Get your fucking dubs. Because you not no Gruden grinder if you ain't getting no fucking dubs. Bro, that's why.
All right. we gotta start and talk about the
49ers. On, cuz.
I think Jimmy G, I think this is his last stop. I don't think he might go back. He might have to go back to New England.
Yo, if what's his name can't get a fucking quarterback job, get Jimmy G the fuck out of here. I think Jimmy G, y'all laugh at DeMarcus Russell and niggas like that, but Jimmy G gotta go. Bro. Jimmy G and Mark Sanchez, I feel like it's the same nigga. I feel like Mark Sanchez changed his name and became Jimmy G, bro.
No, I think Jimmy G was good at some point. He's good in a system where it's dink and dunk. Like the Kyle Shanahan system, he was good in that. He was a good quarterback. Okay quarterback.
Nigga, anybody can dink and dunk.
Yeah, that's
hike the ball and get out of there. Get out of there. Anybody can do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's
hire my mans. Call my mans. What's his name?
Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin.
Okay.
Yeah, no, let him knee at the 1 yard line. I guarantee you're gonna knee and get y'all a touchdown. Goddamn it.
Okay, I want to say this because I didn't know this because I was in the same boat as you until I saw the full story of what's happening. So he said there's a statement that he did when the NFL tried to get him back to the NFL, and he said the NFL is like slavery, and he will not work there again. And now he wants to work back in the NFL.
Why is he? Nah. Oh yeah, I think he did actually say that. I think he did. Oh yeah, but he was poor. What you wanted him to do, bro?
But so he got
the. He had to get his money. He had to talk to Nike. He had to chill. But he had to get his bread.
They gave him his money. He won the settlement and gave him his money. So you tell me
he got it. Wait, he won a settlement?
He won a settlement and they gave him money. The NFL
nigga, you better play flag football. The fuck is we talking about? Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Jimmy G can stay. You mean? Go ahead and play flag football, bro. You won the settlement, bro. You got the bread. That shit was a lot of money. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, he got that Nike money and he got the settlement money.
Yeah.
Yo, go sit your weak ass down, bro.
So I'm
playing football, bro.
Bro, so I'm saying, no, I understand. I understand. We gotta be honest. We gonna be honest. Yes, Colin Kaepernick will be a great addition for the Raiders, but I don't think the Raiders that's the issue. Well, it is a quarterback issue, but I feel like it was also a Josh McDaniels issue because that's a crazy thing. Let's be honest. We gotta be honest, man. The Raiders made a mistake, man. Josh McDaniels didn't like Derek Carr because of Derek Carr's relationship with Devontae Adams, right? So he traded Derek Carr. Technically, the GM
and just like a great relationship with somebody that knew how to catch the ball too. I would if I was a quarterback.
So because they played him, Derek Carr, and Devontae Adams played together in college, so they were already roommates in college. And
so the coach was hating that they had a relationship. What
the
fuck
bro,
is going on?
Like last year, they lost the game. They missed like players like by one game, and the next year they traded Derek Carr because they're like, oh, we need a new quarterback who can get us above the hump. The guy
y'all should have traded Derek Carr when he did that stupid shit. He didn't go out there and kneel, and then they stopped blocking for him. For the next about 2-3 years, he was on the ground. We didn't even know. Derek Carr had no highlights. He had nothing.
And when he sacked, bro, and the funny, we gotta be honest, man.
They wouldn't even block for him. I don't know,
bro.
Y'all decided to make that decision now when y'all put an actual weapon on the team. There was nobody on the team then. Sure, he couldn't throw to Hunter Renfrow. Thank you. Like, who cares? Tank. But y'all niggas just
they got rid of him and they say, "Oh, we need a better quarterback, bro."
Let's
Jimmy
get
G,
G.
Jimmy G, it looks worse than freaking Derek Carr because Jimmy G can't even get the ball to freaking Devontae Adams, who's wide open, bro. Jimmy G missed Devontae Adams by 10 yards, and Devontae Adams is wide open. There's no defender next to him.
Chill.
No.
Chill. You don't know what he was trying to do.
So where was he trying to throw it to? Let's be honest.
What you talking about? 10 yards. He overthrew the shit out of that nigga.
Bro, it's not like one. It's not like one pass. It was 3.
He overthrew the shit out of
Bro, he overthrew Devontae. He threw a pick. When Devontae is wide open, bro. He threw a pick.
He's a top league quarterback. Fuck is you talking about?
Bro, top league quarterback have not thrown to his own team. What, bro? I'm seeing because I didn't watch the game on Monday, right? Because they played Monday night. I didn't watch the game, right? So I'm going and I'm seeing on my timeline. Devontae had 1 catch. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I see this, like, I'm seeing the score. I'm like, okay. I'm like, wait, they played the Lions. I'm like, okay, cool. And I see I'm like, let me see the stat. Maybe Devontae went crazy, right? And I see 1 catch. I'm like,
he went crazy. Wait. Where he go?
I'm
crazy?
like, I know the doesn't. I know Isaac Cook is lying. I'm like, there's no way they gave Devontae only caught 1 pass in that game.
Yup.
I'm like, and I looked at the yards. It's like 1 catch for 6 yards. I'm like, there's no way. So I go
He's scared to throw to you.
Bro, I go in NFL. It says 1 catch. I'm like, huh? I'm like, was he that covered that he didn't get? I was like, Devontae was actually locked down. Come to find out, he was not locked down. This man was wide open like 4 or 5 times, and freaking Jimmy G could not throw the ball.
Yeah, he was definitely covered. He was covered by his quarterback. That's who covered him. His quarterback covered him pretty well. Got him the fuck out of here. Locked him down, nigga.
Bro,
when niggas can't do something that's so simple, like, bro, just throw to Devontae Adams. Don't look at nobody else. Just throw it in his direction.
Bro,
like, when niggas can't do something that simple, I think they're cheating for the other team. Like, on his parlays, he had the other team. He had no faith in the Raiders. He said, we're not winning. We're not winning. I have no faith in this. We're not winning. The fuck am I gonna vote for y'all for? The fuck? The fuck is we doing out here, yo?
Bro, I'm seeing. Then I started seeing. I started seeing like because they started showing Devontae getting mad at the sideline, and they're showing like the clips of the game, right? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, wait. I'm like Jimmy. I'm seeing Jimmy G, and I'm acting like this is like live game, right? I'm like, Jimmy, Devontae's wide open, hit him. Bro, this thing I threw out of bounds. I'm like,
hey, yo, that team has been done.
Bro, then I seen, bro, freaking Devontae hit a crazy route, wide open. Like, literally, there's nobody within him in like 5 to 10 yards. Wide open. That's wide open in the NFL.
Yo, he don't
like. There's green grass.
Tell Devontae what route to run or what play it is because he not throwing to him. The fuck don't you get? My parlay is for the other team to win. The fuck is you talking about? No, see when y'all are that trash, that's what I'm telling you. Yo, we should have traded James Harden 20 fucking days ago. Before that nigga made it to Milwaukee. He ain't picked Milwaukee. He picked somewhere that was lit. He picked New York. He picked Miami. He picked LA. Both of them nut-ass teams. And then he said, you know what? Maybe Milwaukee because Giannis is over there chilling. He doing his thing. I might get Greek or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And then that was it. Yo, all we had to do was request a trade, bro. James Harden. That's it. That's it. Trade that nigga. I know these niggas is bums. They think James Harden and Kawhi Leonard are about to be a dynamic duo. They got another thing coming. If they didn't watch the last 3 seasons of basketball, hey, them two niggas about to stink it up.
Bro,
They about
hold
to
on.
stink it up.
Hold on.
The
Wait,
fuck?
Hold on. Yeah. We just
What
transition.
Kawhi Leonard gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Bro.
What is he gonna do?
Hold on.
He don't even step off the bench. That nigga he got a fresh suit every game.
Hold on.
They be like, yo, this is just player rest.
Hold on.
Oh, his ankle hurt. He came
So
outside.
yesterday, was it yesterday when the trade happened? Yeah, yesterday. All right, Tuesday morning. I don't know what the hell the NBA was thinking dropping the news at 2 a.m. But they dropped the news 2 a.m.
They seen the Raiders. They seen the Raiders at 12, and then they seen. They was like, "Oh, we gotta put it out. We gotta put it out."
The Raiders did it yesterday. Well, the Raiders did it today at like 12 a.m. But
see, the Raiders. They seen the swag.
But so they dropped the news at like 2 a.m. and I'm sleeping, right? I'm sleeping. I'm like, cool. So I wake up like around 3. I'll go to the bathroom. I check. I'm like, oh, James Harden traded. I didn't pay no mind, right? I didn't pay no mind. So I see like on my timeline, like, notifications, right? I look down, it's like, oh, James Harden traded. I was like, maybe that's a lie. That's 2 a.m. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yo,
I'm like,
I wish we would have got Dame, bro.
Bro, so I was like, that's a lie. I'm like, that's a lie. I was like, that's a definitely lie. That's 3 a.m. in the morning. Nobody in Philadelphia is woke at that time. So I went back to sleep. I wake up late. I wake up like 6 because I go work. I have to be at work at 7. Right? So I wake up at 6. I'm like, oh, golly, it's actually true. I'm like, I'm like, bro, what about y'all doing at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning? Golly. Right? I'm like, don't y'all sleep or something? So I look at, the trade. I see, PJ Tucker, we traded somebody I didn't even know was on the team. Like, I didn't even know that he was on the team.
Well, on the Sixers?
Yeah, I didn't know the number 33.
PJ was cool. I
know.
I might have stopped that trade for PJ because PJ is cool.
No. So they traded James.
That's 6'4" and a power forward.
No, they traded James Harden, PJ Tucker, and somebody I didn't know was on the team at all. Like some player he's a bench warmer.
Yeah, it was another name I didn't know. But
so I was like, okay. I was like, who we got there? We got Marcus Morris, Robin Covington, Nicola Batum, like 2 draft picks. I'm like, oh, and another draft. We got like a couple of draft picks. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, but why did we trade PJ Tucker? I'm like,
we had to get rid of his bum ass teammate James Harden.
So I'm like, why did we trade PJ Tucker? So I look up like, oh, I see why we traded PJ. I'm like, he's 38 years old. That nigga's old.
Yeah, PJ's pretty old.
I was like, plus his contract was a bad contract. So I'm like, okay, I see why we traded PJ. I'm like, okay, cool. I like, at least James Harden is gone. I'm like, wait. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I was like, first of all, why did the Clippers get James Harden?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we got him. So I'm like, what? So who did we get? I'm like, who did they get? I'm like, they got James Harden and PJ Tucker. I'm like, so who's gonna be defending? I'm like, because there's no way James Harden's playing defense. I'm like, I was like, they have Westbrook already. I'm like, what is the Clippers doing? I'm like, I'm confused.
The Clippers just got.
They just got worse.
I don't know. I think the Sixers won the trade for sure. The only thing is, where the fuck are we gonna put all those forwards? But I know. Usually plays power forward.
No, I think the one thing I like about the trade is that it works well with what we need. A great defense.
We need rebounders. I'm sick of
Yeah,
seeing
that's
y'all come down there and not do nothing.
yeah, that's why
Like,
I say we need defenders and rebounders, and that's what we got them for. Like people who can make shots. I'm sorry, but PJ was not making shots no more.
nah, PJ solid from three.
He, yeah,
I
he's
like
solid,
PJ.
but he was not making it. The corner three that we expected PJ to make, it was hit and miss nowadays. He's now old, so he was not making his like what he used to make.
Yeah, he reminds
So
me of Udonis Haslam. I got no bad words to say
yeah,
about those two players.
so I'm like yeah. So I don't know what the Clippers are gonna do, but I feel like they're gonna lose in the second round because I know for
I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
I think
If
they
they
have it.
do,
I
maybe
know that
first.
no, I think they have the firepower to make it to the playoffs. They might win the first round, but the problem is
Who's
Kawhi's
playing point
going.
guard? Russ or Harden?
Who's playing point
If
guard?
it's Harden,
Who's playing? You said who's playing point guard? I don't know. That's the problem.
if it's Russ, maybe I'll subscribe to that because I think Russ is gonna have a great year this year.
He's actually having a great year this year. That's what that was my problem. I'm like, what the hell did the Clippers just do?
Russ can't stand next to too much star power.
It's not even too much star power. It's just there's too many people holding the ball.
Yeah,
There's too many ball holding.
He needs the ball in order to do all those triple doubles.
Yes. I'm like, he needs tell her he's not even thinking about triple doubles this year. I'm like, he just needs the ball to be more. He's not a catch and shoot because he can't do that. He's not. He's a driver. He drives to the hoop and I don't know who's being the point guard. I don't know.
And he needs shooters around him too.
Yes,
But most of those players can shoot though. I just think it's
no. The
Kawhi
problem
don't want
is,
to play basketball. Paul
bro,
George want to play.
Kawhi is mainly. I'll be honest. I don't think Kawhi can finish a season no more. So we can bet now that Kawhi is not gonna play 60 games this
I
year.
don't think he cares about basketball.
I
don't think it's injuries at all. I really think he's thinking he don't want to play ball no more.
No, I think he might want to play, but I feel like the injury, like the first injury, kind of lingered. You know,
you see how easy it was for him to sit down. You know, usually it kills players to sit down. To boycott something, it kills him. He sat down and did not play for the Spurs until they traded him. He did the same thing to the Raptors.
No, the Raptors, he actually didn't. He didn't sit down. He just won the championship and left.
Yeah, but he told him, I'm not playing in here. And it took him a minute to find somewhere to trade him, but they did.
No, did they trade him or did he sign? I thought he signed.
I thought they traded him.
No, he signed. He was a free agent after
because he was on his last season. Well, maybe.
Yeah, he signed. He was supposed to.
And then he get to LA. They was like, yo, he really wants to be in LA because all his family is in LA. And then this nigga got here. We ain't see no family. We ain't see nothing. This nigga's still on the bench though.
No, I've seen. I think the one part I've seen, one thing, the stories that I've heard from his teammates is like he really, still has a desire. Is mainly the injury that he got the first year in LA. That huge injury kind of took a toll from him, and it's like the one. I didn't know one thing I heard, like when Paul George and some of his teammates who played with him the last 2 years, they say he's funny, and his funny is more of he just says random stuff. Like he's like one of the things that the Clippers do, they do practice where if you airball, they do suicides, right? So they do suicides and Kawhi. So and the whole thing is nobody's bigger than the system or something like that, you know. So you gotta run. So not the whole team gotta run, but like the person who able gotta run and they have to hold the ball until they finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the play is like they were playing for a couple minutes. Then Kawhi missed elbow the ball, you know. And the coach was like, "Oh, nobody bigger than the system." And Kawhi said, "I ain't running."
I ain't running.
And the coach is like, one of the coaches like, nobody's bigger than the system. He was like, bro, it's fucking basketball, bro. He's like, you can't tell me. He's like, you gotta try and coach to me that elbow is bad. It like an elbow is a bad thing. It's basketball, right? I ain't running. It's like that, but the way they told it is that it was funny because he's like, so they do. He's like, yeah, if you elbows on, it was Terrence Mann and Paul George were telling the story like who they asked them who's the funniest guy on the Clippers, right? And all both Paul George and Terrence Mann said Kawhi. And people was like, well, he's quiet. He's like, no, he's funny. He's like, yes, he's the funniest because his funny is more into basketball. Like he's like, so he's like, we have a drill where we play where our coaches tell us we tell us they're trying to ask not to airball the ball, right? So he's like, if you airball, you gotta run, right? And he's as our coach is saying is nobody's bigger than the system, right? He's like, so cold. He's like, we played for like 5-10 minutes. We were playing great. Nobody was airborne. Then finally, Kawhi airborne the bro. And so the coach stopped the play. He's like, yo, Kawhi gotta run. And Kawhi said, nah, I ain't running. He's like, he's like, he said it too. He's like, he said it with the calmness too. He's like, I ain't running. And the coach was like, bro, nobody's bigger than the system. He's like, I understand nobody's bigger than the system, but you ain't gonna call. He's like, it's fucking basketball. He's like, you ain't gonna come up here and coach me saying elbow is bad. I was like, he's like, elbow. He's like, it's fucking basketball. He's like, he's like, man. He's like, if you think that I'm my elbow again, like, so he's like, I'm my elbow. He's like, I'm my elbow this ball again, right? So he didn't want. He said they continue playing, and somebody elbowed the ball. And he's like, you see? He's like, Kawhi, he was the first one to speak. He's like, you see now? You got everybody. He's like, you got the people now in their heads now. Now everybody's airballing. He's like, I bet you in 5 minutes, if we keep on playing, somebody's going to airball again. Like, well, why are we doing this? Like, he's like, but the way he said it, he said, but the injuries, they kind of got it.
This nigga still won't play basketball. That nigga don't want to play basketball, bro.
That nigga was like, bro, he's like, elbow again. But I don't know, man.
He ain't trying to play.
Now, let's talk about, y'all know, my favorite segment of so far is, why am I fucking mad? Sorry for cussing, but that's the segment on this channel that we started, right? Teams that pissed me off, and we're going to give y'all some of the picks. Week 1 of the NBA, we're going to give you our feedbacks on every team that played so far. Every team at least played 5 games or more. And we're going to give you our honest opinions. Right? Alright, so here's the teams I'm mad at this week. We're gonna give y'all.
Who sold? That team that lost to the Panthers sold.
Alright, not really. They didn't sell. Alright, teams that won. That sold. The Colts. They lost to the Saints. Yeah, wow. I kind of did good. The Chiefs sold. I thought I did bad, but the Chiefs sold. So okay. We gotta start over. Saints. The Colts sold. Texans sold. Browns. 49ers. Chiefs. Those are the teams that sold. And the Chiefs, I don't know what the fuck were you. Bro, the Chiefs need a receiver.
They missing Tyreek Hill.
They need a receiver. Very bad. It's very bad. They need a receiver very bad. And Tyreek told, like, he just came out and told the whole situation with him leaving Kansas City. And technically, he actually wasn't. It was not like he's like, technically speaking, he's like, the whole trading thing started as a bait technique. He's like, we would bait. It was trying to bait Kansas City to like pay. And the funny part is, he's like, I literally told Kansas City, like, yo, I don't care if it's 25 million, but the guarantee gotta be sound all right. Like, the money side of the guarantee gotta sound right. and Kansas City came. I guess they took their time, and they gave him like an offer like six. It was like something 68 something million, right? But the guarantee was terrible, right? So that's where his agent told him, he's like, yo, we gotta go trade. So he's like, when the trade came, the two teams that he talked to was the Jets and the Dolphins. Come to find out, the Dolphins didn't offer him the biggest money. It was the Jets.
Yeah, why
But
wouldn't? But the Jets were trash.
no, the funny part, he said he's like, technically he had already built like chemistry with Zach Wilson because they were uh, training together. Is that the decision was, he kind of made the decision through his agent because his agent told him about state tax. He's like the
Oh
state
yeah,
tax kind of,
Jersey is yeah.
yeah, he's like the state tax kind of came into play. He's like, technically speaking, he's like, I was really about to sign the dot for the Jets, and he's like, when my agent is like, yo, you gotta think about the state taxes and stuff and everything. He's like, that's when I signed with the Dolphins. The Dolphins offered him like 70 guarantee, and the Jets offered 78 guarantee. It was like 8 million more. But yeah,
That's crazy.
that
What's his name? Um, Robert Griffin the third.
mm,
I didn't know that the Commanders now, but the
mm,
Commanders play. They don't play in DC. They play in Maryland.
they don't play in DC.
They play in Maryland.
I thought DC is in Maryland though.
I mean, it's DC, Maryland, Virginia, but it's like
They play
Maryland.
like,
Like Maryland part is pretty big. Like DC is small. Maryland's pretty big, and then Virginia.
yeah, but
So
I thought Maryland is the whole state though. Hold on.
no,
Yeah, no, I think Maryland is a state, but there are cities in Maryland that we just don't know about.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like
Yeah, yeah, the
they
whole
would play
like
in the DC, like the actual DC. Like you'll play down the street from.
FedEx. Is it called FedEx Field, right?
I think so.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, it's in Maryland. He was
FedEx
like, "Yo, I
Field.
thought we was gonna be in DC. We was in Maryland."
So they play at North Edgewood, North Edgewood, Maryland. So they play in a city called North Edgewood, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So FedEx Field is an American field in the landlord, Maryland is 5 miles from East DC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so technically it's not in DC, but it's like 5 miles away from DC. So it's a little bit, it's not that far.
Yeah, but he was saying basically the state tax and all those things will be completely different because they're in Maryland instead of DC.
But technically, but no, it's not different because they're in the state of Maryland. So DC and Maryland are they kind of, they
They're the
follow the
same.
same, yeah, they follow the same state. I think what he's saying, New York, New York and teams that play in different states. I don't know which team I can say they play in two different states. Because I was gonna say New York plays in New Jersey, and New Jersey's and New York are in the same state. Wait, oh no, wait,
Yeah, the New York Jets is really the New Jersey Jets
wait, hold on.
because they're
Is
their
it
stadium
New
is
York?
in
Is New York part of? Is it New York's Jersey or New York?
Buffalo is part of New York.
Yes, but I'm saying, is it which state? Which state is New York? Which, because I was gonna say is Buffalo, New York, or Buffalo, New Jersey. New York. Which state is New York City? Because I was gonna say, is it New York City? Yes, it's part of it's part of New York. So they pay two different taxes.
They're paying two different.
They pay two different taxes because they play East roster for New Jersey, and that team is technically supposed to be stationed in New York City. That's two different states.
Mm.
So there's New Jersey, so New York is in New York, bro. That's crazy that they're playing. They play two different Texas. That's crazy. So now, y'all know we gonna give y'all our picks this week. No, let's talk about week 1 of the NBA. Did you watch any games of week 1 NBA
No, I
games?
didn't watch no games.
So I watched
No,
like the
how's
first.
Eli doing?
So I watched the first few games, like the first day or two. So I can give you my thoughts. So the first game that I think I watched the first day in the first Sixers game. The first Sixers game we lost by 1 point. Technically speaking, we didn't lose by 1 point. We won that game, but the rest were against us because Giannis traveled and they didn't call for a travel. And I hear people say, "Oh, it was not a travel. He missed and he grabbed his own miss." I'm like, God, the people don't know how to play basketball. You gotta hit the rim. It's a travel.
He didn't. Oh, if you ain't hit the room, it's a travel.
Bro, I was like, yeah, I don't know your rules. He's like, oh no, it's a new rule. I'm like, bro, there's no new rule.
Or at
You
least
gotta
up and
hit.
down.
I was like, yeah, bro, he didn't hit the rim, and yeah. I'm like, bro, what type of the buffoonery you don't know about basketball? The Suns, they're 2-2. But they won their first game and against the. That was this the first game or that was the second game? No, yes, they won their first game against the Warriors, but since then it's only be a KD show. Devin Booker has been injured. Bradley has yet to play. Uh, Somehow the Bucks lost to the Atlanta Hawks by a lot. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Damian Lillard had a bad shooting night. I think he had what 6 points or 9 points.
What? Yeah, six. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had 6 points. Wow. Wow.
yeah, he had a bad night. But his opening night though versus the Sixers sucks. It was against the Sixers, but we ain't have James Harden. We ain't have our second.
No, but I'm gonna lie. He did a great job,
Yeah,
but
he did great.
but the one thing the problem was that they cheated the Sixers because Giannis traveled. The Hornets, the 1-2, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yo, Amadi. Hold on. Where's the Hornets? Yes, the 1-2. Uh, LaMelo Ball, he's having an up and down year. His dad is in the news. He did an interview talking about LaMelo's situation, saying that he doesn't like whoever is advising LaMelo. Whoever I think LaMelo's right hand man is his former high school coach that he met at Spire.
Okay.
DJ and some I don't know. Like, I didn't watch the interview, but Lavabo was saying he doesn't like him and he's stealing money from LaMelo. So so, but he did say one thing he liked what LaMelo did was because LaMelo has his own clothing brand La Flame, his middle name.
Hmm.
So he combined it with Puma. He said because the guy that Lava doesn't like was trying to control it, and LaMelo kind of partnered with Puma, and Puma kind of controls that side of the money. So that's one thing that he owns. But most of the stuff that Laval says, most of the stuff that people are saying LaMelo owns, he doesn't believe he owns because the guy DJ, I forgot his full name, but he was like a coach when LaMelo came back to high school at Spire for that 1 year before he went to Australia.
Hmm.
Uh, he was his coach, and he's saying that Laval is saying that he believes that he's stealing money and scamming using his wife's name to to put stuff like under his wife's name and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but he said it kind of was brought to his attention through uh, Lonzo's right hand man, Demo, saying that we gotta keep an eye on DJ. So Laval said he talked to Lamelo, but Lamelo's a
Harvey,
good.
right, yo.
He's like
Watch him.
Lamelo's. He's like Lamelo is his own grown man, so I just told him just be careful and stuff. But hey, so yeah,
Can you grab me a
uh,
fork? Yeah. Please, thank you. What was that last word? Please.
but so yeah,
Sponsored by Chinese food.
sponsored by Chinese food. Next up, the Lakers. I don't know
AD,
much.
AD. All right, listen. Enough is
Mm.
enough. Because niggas are starting to come outside and defend you. I don't know why. You have to step it up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the
No,
injuries.
he
I don't
did
know.
play some few games that were good. I can give him that. But I feel like AD. I'll be honest with you, AD. Let me see. Let me see your stat. I'm looking at your stats right now. You had like 2 games back to back. That you were good. You scored 30 points one game. The last game that you played, you scored like 28 or 26. Oh wait, which other game you? But you lost, but you did score 26 against the Suns. You scored 30 points. So you had 3 back-to-back games that you've been scoring above 25. But that first game is still under like leave a bad taste in my mouth that you scored 0 points in the second half. So AD
Yeah.
out
Zero. You put up a
0 point.
donut
You scored 17 in the first half
versus
and the second.
Jokic. That's what you're doing.
And you scored like 0 points the second half. Like you had 1 rebound the whole first half. Like I don't know if I can say. I understand people saying yeah, but AD you gotta let LeBron be still the best player on that team. That man is, bro. That man is old.
He 38,
That man is in year
39.
20. Bro, that man he's about to be 39 in December, bro. That
Hooping
man is
better than y'all.
bro.
Starting the
That man
team.
Bro, that man is in year 2021. Bro, you gotta let that
Y'all
man.
gotta average 20, bro. Y'all gotta
So
average a good 18, 20. No
yeah,
donuts in the second half. Get some blocks and really defend Jokic. If Jokic was shut down, then cool. You can have no points. But
mm,
nah, bro. Because he put up, what, 6 points, but he had a donut in the second half?
he put like 17. He had a donut in the second half.
Nah, bro.
So yeah,
Not even a free throw? No.
not even with the free throw, bro. So yeah, next on the line was let's see who did we get? Who we have over here? I'll let y'all know. Yes. Now I think that's it for week 1. This week now we about to get into our picks for NFL. Y'all know we do this every week. We'll give y'all some picks. So we're gonna start off the Steelers versus Titans. Thursday night football. I'm going with the Titans. They started their rookie Will Levis. He looks great. He had 4 touchdowns. He finally get D Hop actually still exists. That's crazy. So I got the Texans. Who you got? Texans Steelers.
I got the Steelers.
Mm-mm.
Titans?
Uh
Titans Steelers?
yes.
Yeah, Steelers.
So we got next game is in Germany. Chiefs versus Dolphins. I want to say Chiefs so bad, but I might go with the Dolphins on this one. Reason why I don't believe in the Chiefs offensive pass catchers at all. I don't believe that they're that good.
There's not another one in there?
No, it's only hot sauce in there.
Damn. They only gave us 2.
I'll be
That's
calling him.
grimy.
I'll be calling him.
That's
So
grimy.
then we got
Yeah, I got the
Red.
Chiefs.
We got Rams, Packers. I don't know what to pick. I'll go Benny Mini Money More. I'll go pick the Packers.
I'll go Rams because the Rams just got smacked last week, so I think they'll come back. They'll come back.
You know what? I'll pick the Packers. I got Buccaneers, Texans. I'll go with the favorite.
I'll go with Bucks.
Okay. That's a toss up for me. I'll just pick the Texans. Commanders, Patriots.
Commanders. Trying to tell you.
All right, I'll pick Commanders.
What's his
Bears.
name throwing the fucking clipboard down on the sideline? He's never been this angry his whole career, yo. He wish he got time back, yo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yo. Shout out to him, man.
Bears, Saints. I got the Saints.
The Saints kind of suck too, though, right?
But the Bears, I don't know.
Didn't the Bears lose by 30 points in like one quarter?
Not really. I don't. They lost a few games. Not about 30, but they lost a few games.
I'll go with the other team. I'm not picking the Bears.
Vikings, Falcons. I got the Falcons. Vikings don't ever. The Falcons just benched their I got the Browns over the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals.
The fool that you be, I think the Chinese is something wrong with you.
The Cardinals that bad?
Bro, there's something wrong with you. I don't even know who's their quarterback. They just traded the one who was the starting quarterback.
Isn't it Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray was injured. He's practicing, but he's not playing.
Never mind.
Bro.
I got the Browns. Never mind. Never mind.
I got the Ravens, Seahawks. That's a good game. That's a very good game.
I
got the Ravens. Colts, Panthers.
Colts.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to get another win.
This is the first time you actually say Colts. Cowboys, Eagles. What the hell?
We never picking the Cowboys. The fuck? Sup with you, yo.
Hold on. I'm even putting my bet in while we doing this. So, Giants, Raiders. I got the Giants. I don't even know. I don't know why. I don't believe in the Raiders at all. They fired their coach Wednesday morning.
The Raiders
like 3
but the Giants low-key suck more. I don't know.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, time out. I got the Raiders. I don't even know who's the quarterback for the Giants. Oh, his name is Tommy DeVito, whatever. Bro, Tommy DeVito is terrible. He got an actor name.
Yeah, he sound like he in Goodfellas.
The next we got Bills Bengals. That's a good game. The bet.
Didn't the Bills beat them last time?
I don't know.
I think Joe be losing to him.
Joe Shiesty be losing.
Yeah,
Joe Shiesty been losing.
He lose the
to Josh Allen. All right, so I got the Bills. Chargers, Jets.
Jets. I got the Jets. Even though they suck too, but I got the Jets.
I don't know. Do you smoke drugs? because I think you smoke drugs.
You think I do?
Because sometimes your picks got me food the, by the hour. I think
The
that's it.
Chargers is mid, and the Jets is mid. But I don't know. The Jets looked pretty great when they came back and won that last game.
They look pretty great.
Yeah,
The
Zach
problem
Wilson,
is,
y'all making Zach Wilson look like an actual quarterback.
but the problem is he's going against an actual quarterback. I'm just saying he's not going against a team without a quarterback.
And Shapoui.
Because man, Justin Herbert is the actual quarterback, bro. So we ain't gonna come out. So how much? Let's see how much we putting up for this game. We got 14 games. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna put like a $5 bet. Listen, people, bet responsible. Right? Don't bet like crazy. So put the $5 bet. You get yourself. If you go with the picks I picked, and some of these picks, I don't know how much you get if you go with these picks. But
You
my
get
picks,
all your bread back plus some. I picked the right.
I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get all your bread back because some of his picks, his picks.
I predicted the first win. Don't forget.
Bro, you predicted the first pick win like for the few times. You were picking the Panthers like 3 times in a row, bro. That's the buffoon. You like, but Panthers gonna beat this, Panthers this, bro. That's you just.
And this week I wasn't biased. I picked the Commanders to win. I picked the Chargers to beat the Giants though, and I think I picked the Cowboys too. Cowboys versus
What?
who?
You didn't pick the Cowboys. We
the
picked
name
the
was not
Eagles.
that, yeah. Oh, of course I did pick it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I picked the red. Yeah. Yeah. See, I wasn't even biased this week. Why?
I didn't say you were biased.
Correct.
I didn't say you were biased. I said some of your picks are just buffoonery. You just pick
not at all.
your picks. Sometimes you just pick like you're blind.
You really got the Giants beating the Chargers?
No, do I have the Giants beating the Chargers, or do I have the? You said the Jets beating the Chargers. I have the Chargers beating the Jets. I'm just saying. I believe more
the Jets is gonna cook them niggas. Are you kidding me?
bro. I believe more in Justin Herbert. This is the point. I don't believe in Zach Wilson that much to think he can win a big game.
Yeah. Can you grab my water from the freezer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You hear me? I'm not saying the Jets are terrible. I'm just saying I don't believe in that quarterback that much to be good.
He's mid, but he's just okay. He's good enough for them.
Good
And
enough
you
to be a
forget that They
backup.
got such a good defense that they beat the Eagles.
Bro, we ain't going. Yes, they have a good defense, but the problem is they're playing another
Now,
good
can the
quarterback.
Chargers actually score on that defense?
Yeah, they can score.
I don't know
The
about that.
problem is just their coach. He should not just. That coach sometimes just does buffoonery stuff. If the coach doesn't just do stupid, dumb shit like decide to go for a 4th and 25.
That's why I just feel so late.
You lost 25? Okay. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
She lost what?
25 big ones, baby.
She lost 25.
25 pounds, baby.
She was
Yeah.
drinking some water.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but hey. 25 pounds, baby.
I thought she lost. I saw she said she lost $25. I was like, that's not something to be proud.
No. We're poor. Yeah, donate to my cash app. Fuck is you talking about?
With that being said, man, we
I could
didn't
be a
talk about.
million up and we still poor. Fuck is you talking about?
We still poor. I think we have talked about everything that we need to talk about except for a battle rap because not much. We don't know much that happened. Oh no, there is announcement. So Homecoming 2 is coming December. I don't know what date. I forgot. There is Traffic 6. I was gonna say Traffic 3, but Traffic 6 is happening. I don't even remember when too. Somewhere in November. Kisley versus Romney. So Kisley is now getting back to his spot of being, one of the top newcomers. Not really, but he get pushed. Then he kind of stopped accepting battles. He kind of said it. They asked him to do some battles. And
what
he
happened
just
to
did.
the nigga that was cool with Geechee, the fat nigga? It's a zoo out here. Where?
Oh no, I think
They
he's also
bring these niggas in every year and then just drop.
No, I think William Brennan.
6-year contract.
William Brennan. I don't know what happened. I know he battled once this year. I think he's also on that card, right? Am I not mistaken? I think he's there.
He better be all fucking year. Y'all didn't bring him back. He did all that shit, won that tournament, and you ain't bring him back. Everybody that wins the tournament, you notice they never come back. They don't get them niggas no more money.
Not really. Fonz is back. The only people that didn't come back is freaking
Fonz took like 3 years off
no,
after getting a dub.
No, Fonz won. Then he decided to call out Ramidi. Got blitzed like twice. He called out that big name, then got blitzed, and he didn't. He took a year off.
He did start getting cooked though. I ain't gonna.
The only one who took after the one that didn't come back was Holmesy and Renan Brennan. But not really, Renan Brennan really didn't get blitzed. Like he came back that year, but he just got put in difficult situations to where he had no choice but to lose.
I don't know. I feel like
Because they gave him Romney. He got Romney. He got Kisley.
Where the hell is B-Dot?
Bro, the stages are big. B-Dot ain't coming on that big stage.
It's like they don't care about none of them niggas. They build them up. They won a bunch. And then they die.
B-Dot doesn't care about the big stage.
Once they get to, I can call out Tay-Rock, I can call out Geechee, I can call out this person, they fucking disappear. It's like it never happened.
But that problem I'll be honest, the problem would be that he's been calling out one person back into back, and he knows that he ain't gonna get it until he actually makes something out of it. He's been calling out freaking Loaded Lux.
Lux ain't battling nobody. Once he said, I'll battle Daylight, and that shit ain't never happened.
I think they said it happened, but it happened on the.
We got it, but it's recorded, but it's we don't shut the fuck up.
Then I said they have it. I don't know what happened to that, but I know that they said it happened.
Recorded in a dark alley.
I remember because they kind of talked about it. They kind of talked about it on the stream with Emerson Kelly. It was that they did like 2 battles that they recorded and never put out. It was never put out. So yeah, it was. They said Jazz battled on that thing too. I don't know who she battled, but I remember. Not on wrong on the Daylight and.
The secret card.
Yeah. It's not a secret card. It's just a secret battle.
Niggas be lying. I feel you though.
But Jazz let's be honest. Jazz doesn't lie to people. Like that, she kind of did say she battled, but she didn't tell us where she battled. But without further ado, man, I think that's what happens with Battle Rap. We out, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.